Howdy there, folks. Now, I ain't the fanciest speaker, and I sure ain't no law book on wheels, but even I know this much. When you're out on the road, words matter. So today, we're gonna slow it down, take it one term at a time, and make sure we all understand what the traffic code is really saying. Definition: escort flag vehicle. An escort flag vehicle is a vehicle that travels in front of or behind an oversized or overweight vehicle that is operating under a permit issued by the department. The purpose of the escort flag vehicle is to help the oversized or overweight vehicle move safely on public roads. Escort flagger. An escort flagger is a person who has successfully completed traffic direction training as defined by the Basic Peace Officer Course curriculum established by the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement. An escort flagger operates an escort flag vehicle or directs and controls the flow of traffic using hand signals or an automated flagger assistance device while acting under a permit issued by the department. Operator. An operator is a person who drives a vehicle or has physical control of a vehicle. Owner. An owner is a person who has title to a vehicle or who has a legal ownership interest in it. This includes a person who is allowed to use and possess the vehicle even if the vehicle is subject to a loan or other security interest. The term does not include a lien holder and does not include a lessee when the lease is not intended to act as security. Pedestrian. A pedestrian is a person who is traveling on foot. Person. A person is an individual, a firm, a partnership, an association, or a corporation. School crossing guard. A school crossing guard is a responsible person who is at least 18 years old and who is designated by a local authority to direct traffic in a school crossing zone for the protection of children going to or leaving school. Sidewalk user. A sidewalk user is an individual who is lawfully operating a device on a sidewalk. This includes bicycles, motor-assisted scooters defined in Transportation Code Section 551.351, electric, personal assistive mobility devices defined in Transportation Code Section 551.201, skateboards, roller skates, and similar devices. Department. The department is the Texas Department of Public Safety acting directly or through its authorized officers and agents. Director. The director is the Public Safety Director. Local authority. A local authority is a county, municipality, or other local government entity authorized to create traffic laws. The term also includes a school district when it is designating school crossing guards for its schools. Police officer. A police officer is an officer authorized to direct traffic or arrest persons who violate traffic regulations. State, when referring to a part of the United States, includes any state, district, commonwealth, territory, or insular possession of the United States, as well as any area that is subject to the legislative authority of the United States of America. Metropolitan area. A metropolitan area is an area that includes at least one city with a population of 100,000 or more, and the surrounding municipalities and unincorporated urban areas. Business district. A business district is an area along a highway where buildings used for business or industrial purposes are located close together and occupy a significant portion of the highway frontage. Residence district. A residence district is an area along a highway, other than a business district, where the frontage is mainly developed with residences or a mix of residences and business buildings. Urban district. An urban district is an area along a highway outside a municipality where homes, businesses, or industrial buildings are spaced close together for a continuous distance. Authorized emergency vehicle. An authorized emergency vehicle is a vehicle designated by law for emergency response, including police vehicles, fire department vehicles, ambulances, emergency medical services vehicles, and other vehicles specifically authorized by statute. Bicycle. A bicycle is a device other than a moped that is powered solely by human effort and has the required wheel configuration, including adaptive bicycles for persons with disabilities. Bus. A bus is a motor vehicle designed to carry more than 10 passengers or designed and used to transport people for compensation other than a taxi cab. Farm tractor. A farm tractor is a motor vehicle designed and used mainly as a farm implement to pull agricultural equipment. House trailer. A house trailer is a trailer or semi-trailer other than a towable recreational vehicle that is built on a permanent chassis and designed to be used as a dwelling or for commercial purposes when connected to utilities. Implement of husbandry. An implement of husbandry is a vehicle designed for agricultural use such as tilling soil, spreading fertilizer, or agricultural chemicals, or delivering feed to livestock. Passenger cars and trucks are not included. Light truck. A light truck is a truck with a manufacturer's rated carrying capacity of 2,000 pounds or less. Moped. A moped is a motor vehicle with a rider's seat and no more than 3 wheels that cannot exceed 30 miles per hour and has limited engine power that does not require gear shifting. Motorcycle. A motorcycle is a motor vehicle other than a tractor or moped that has a rider's seat and no more than 3 wheels. Motor vehicle. A motor vehicle is a self-propelled vehicle or a vehicle powered by overhead electric wires. Multifunction school activity bus. A multifunction school activity bus is a bus that meets school bus safety standards but is not required to have flashing red lights or stop arms and is used for school-related trips other than routes to and from school. Passenger car. A passenger car is a motor vehicle, other than a motorcycle, designed to transport 10 or fewer passengers, including the driver. Pole trailer. A pole trailer is a vehicle without its own power that is pulled by another vehicle and used to transport long or irregular loads. Police vehicle. A police vehicle is a vehicle used by a peace officer for law enforcement purposes and owned, leased, or approved for use by a governmental entity or law enforcement agency. Road tractor. A road tractor is a motor vehicle designed to pull another vehicle and not designed to carry a load on its own. School activity bus. A school activity bus is a bus designed to carry more than 15 passengers and used to transport students on school-related trips other than routes to and from school. School bus. A school bus is a motor vehicle that meets school bus safety standards and is used to transport students to or from school or school-related activities. Semi-trailer. A semi-trailer is a vehicle designed to be pulled by a motor vehicle where part of the vehicle's weight rests on the towing vehicle. Special mobile equipment. Special mobile equipment is a vehicle not designed mainly to transport people or property and that is only occasionally operated on a highway. Towable recreational vehicle. A towable recreational vehicle is a non-motorized vehicle designed to be pulled by a motor vehicle and used for temporary human habitation. Trailer. A trailer is a vehicle designed to be pulled by a motor vehicle where no part of the trailer's weight rests on the towing vehicle. Truck. A truck is a motor vehicle designed, used, or maintained mainly to transport property. Truck tractor. A truck tractor is a motor vehicle designed mainly to pull another vehicle and to carry only part of that vehicle's weight. Vehicle. A vehicle is a device that can be used to transport or pull people or property on a highway, but it does not include rail-only devices or manufactured housing. Electric bicycle. An electric bicycle is a bicycle that has fully operable pedals and an electric motor with a power output of fewer than 750 watts. The motor may assist the rider, but the bicycle's top assisted speed cannot exceed 28 miles per hour. Top assisted speed. Top assisted speed is the speed at which the electric motor stops propelling the bicycle or stops assisting the rider. Railroad. A railroad is a carrier that operates cars other than streetcars on stationary rails to transport people or property. Railroad train. A railroad train is a steam engine or an electric or other motor with or without attached cars that operates on rails other than a streetcar. Streetcar. A streetcar is a car other than a railroad train that is used to transport people or property and operates on rails located mainly within a municipality. Exhaust emission system. An exhaust emission system is a modification to a motor vehicle engine that is designed to control or reduce emissions from a motor vehicle or motor vehicle engine of model year 1968 or later, and that is installed in compliance with federal or other applicable air pollution control laws. Metal tire. A metal tire is a tire whose surface that contacts the roadway is made wholly or partly of metal or another hard, non-resilient material. Muffler. A muffler is a device that reduces engine noise by using a mechanical design such as chambers or baffle plates to receive exhaust gases from an internal combustion engine, or by using turbine wheels to receive exhaust gases from a diesel engine. Solid tire. A solid tire is a tire made of rubber or another resilient material that does not use compressed air to support its load. Traffic. Traffic includes pedestrians, ridden or herded animal, and conveyances, including vehicles and streetcars, whether moving alone or together, while using a highway for travel. Alley. An alley is a street that is not primarily used for through traffic and that provides access to rear entrances of buildings or lots along a street. Crosswalk. A crosswalk is the portion of a roadway designated as a pedestrian crossing by surface markings, or the portion of a roadway at an intersection that lies within the extension of the sidewalk lines on opposite sides of the street. Freeway. A freeway is a divided highway designed for through traffic that is controlled access. Freeway main lane. A freeway main lane is a lane on a freeway that provides uninterrupted flow of through traffic. Highway or street. A highway or street is the full width between boundary lines of a publicly maintained way that is open to the public for vehicle travel. Improved shoulder. An improved shoulder is a shoulder that is paved. Laned roadway. A laned roadway is a roadway divided into two or more clearly marked lanes for vehicle travel. Limited access or controlled access highway. A limited access or controlled access highway is a highway or roadway where people have no right of access except at locations and in a manner determined by the authority with jurisdiction over the roadway. Private road or driveway. A private road or driveway is a privately owned way used for vehicles vehicle travel only by the owner and by people who have the owner's express or implied permission. Ramp. A ramp is a connecting roadway at a traffic interchange or between highways at different levels that allows vehicles to enter or exit a roadway. Roadway. A roadway is the part of a highway, excluding the shoulder or berm, that is designed, improved, or ordinarily used for vehicle travel. If a highway has more than one roadway, each is considered a separate roadway. Safety zone. A safety zone is an area within a roadway that is officially designated for exclusive pedestrian use and clearly marked or protected so it is plainly visible. School crossing zone. A school crossing zone is a reduced speed zone designated by a local authority to allow children to safely cross a street while going to or leaving a public or private elementary or secondary school during the times the reduced speed applies. School crosswalk. A school crosswalk is a crosswalk designated by a local authority to help children safely cross a street while going to or leaving a public or private elementary or secondary school. Shoulder. A shoulder is the part of a highway next to the roadway that is designed or normally used for parking, is distinct from the roadway, and is not intended for normal vehicle travel. Sidewalk. A sidewalk is the part of a street between the curb or edge of the roadway and the adjacent property line that is intended for pedestrian use. Intersection. An intersection is the common area where two highways meet, but it does not include the junction of an alley and a highway. The size of an intersection includes only the shared area where the roadways meet, measured by the curb lines or roadway edges, or by the area where vehicles could collide if the highways meet at an angle. If a highway has two separate roadways at least 30 feet apart, each junction with another roadway is considered a separate intersection. Official traffic control device. An official traffic control device is a sign, signal, marking, or other device that is consistent with traffic law placed by a public body or official with authority and used to regulate, warn, or guide traffic. Railroad sign or signal. A railroad sign or signal is a sign, signal, or device placed by a railroad, public body, or public official to warn traffic of railroad tracks or an approaching train. Traffic control signal. A traffic control signal is a manual, electric, or mechanical device that directs traffic to alternately stop and proceed. Daytime. Daytime is the period that begins 1/2 hour before sunrise and ends 1/2 hour after sunset. Explosive. An explosive is a chemical compound or mechanical mixture that is commonly intended for use or is used to produce an explosion. It contains ingredients that, if ignited by fire, friction, impact, pressure, or a detonator, can suddenly produce highly heated gases capable of damaging property or causing death or serious bodily injury. Flammable liquid. A flammable liquid is a liquid that has a flash point of not more than 70 degrees Fahrenheit as determined by an approved closed cup testing method. Gross vehicle weight. Gross vehicle weight is the combined weight of a vehicle and the load it is carrying. Nighttime. Nighttime is the period that begins 1/2 hour after sunset and ends 1/2 hour before sunrise. Park. Park or parking means to allow an occupied or unoccupied vehicle to stand other than temporarily stopping for the purpose of loading or unloading passengers or merchandise. Personal injury. Personal injury is an injury to any part of the human body that requires treatment. Right of way. Right of way is the right of a vehicle or pedestrian to proceed lawfully before another vehicle or pedestrian that is approaching from a direction at a speed and within a distance that could result in a collision unless one yields. Stand. Stand or standing means to stop an occupied or unoccupied vehicle other than temporarily stopping to receive or discharge passengers. Stop, or stopping means to completely cease movement when required. When stopping is prohibited, it means to halt an occupied or unoccupied vehicle, even briefly, unless the stop is necessary to avoid a traffic conflict or to comply with a police officer or traffic control sign or signal.